Hi, I'm Dr. Bojack from Atlantic Chiropractic. Today I'm talking to you guys on our ProAct TAC system. It's something I'm really passionate about since I played sports, both football and rugby, and I'm aware of the injuries involved, and it's even more pertinent and distinguished in regards to what we do as far as chiropractic and motion, mobility, and mechanics of the structure and the foundation of the structure as a result. Okay, so today I want to just delve into and address tackling or spearing. So over the last couple of years, tackling has changed pretty dramatically, right? Before you could stick your head in there, or even put your head in before you rolled in with your shoulders, and now they've outlawed head going head first into the individual because they're trying to protect neck injuries and neurological injuries in that neck as a consequence to that. So they've really changed the whole format, and interesting enough, it's actually gone into we've gone into a rugby tackling mechanics as a result. Okay, so as in rugby, we were always taught, right, when we're going to hit somebody, we want our shoulders square and we want to kind of break down with our knees bent and then wrap that individual and then put your head kind of around them in regards to that tackling technique, okay, versus leading with the head, okay. So now the first reason, okay, that football is leading with the head is only because now they have a protective gear, right? So not only do they have a helmet, okay, which they always had a helmet, but years and years and years ago, that helmet was just leather with no face mask. Okay, as soon as they put the face mask in, now that helmet became not a tool but a weapon. Okay, because the actual face mask, okay, was used as a weapon because you know what? Me as a player didn't care if I stuffed my nose in there or if I put my cheek in there because it wouldn't get broke or it wouldn't get crushed, right? Because I always had some kind of face mask protecting it. Okay, but you're a little more apprehensive to stuff your face in there when you don't have any kind of guard or face mask to protect you. Okay, so literally there's your distinction right off the bat, right? Rugby players don't have helmets. Football players do have helmets. Football players use that helmet as a weapon. Okay, and I apologize I didn't bring my helmet with me to use that as a display, but I think everybody knows what a helmet is. Okay, so that helmet, okay, is sitting up on top of this lid, which is your skull, okay? And our tendency is to put that lid or that helmet into our numbers. So I was always taught way back, right? I'm kind of a elder athlete, to say the least, right? So I was always taught to tackle in the numbers, right? So first thing was to lead. You put your head into the individual's chest, lead with your head, and then wrap your hands around that waist and bring the individual down. Well, you can't do that anymore. So the first thing most people are doing is leading with their shoulders and kind of tucking their head around that waist or putting it in front of their chest or in front of their waistline. So first lead is with the actual arms wrapping up. And then secondly is you're getting your shoulders in there and kind of rolling in with your head as a result. So that's the difference, okay? Now, the reason why they took out spearing is because this neck of your cervical spine was getting challenged, okay? So let's look at the mechanics of spearing. So the first thing is you're going to put your head down. And as soon as you put your head down, now it changes the whole mechanics of this spinal structure. Okay, so these guys stop working as a group or as a team, right? And as Belichick used to say, right, it's a team effort. There's no me or I, it's us. It's a team. Well, it's the same thing in the structure. You have 24 movable joints. All these joints, right, take part in absorbing the shock. But when you start putting your head down, you lose the availability for this cervical spine to absorb the shock because now it's starting to lose its mechanical benefits because you're taking the curve away. The curve is going to dissipate stress. Okay, so think of that curve. Okay, let's look at this curve. Okay, so here's your dam, right? Here's Hoover Dam, or here's that curve, right? Here's the head, right? So that stress hits that curve. What does that curve do? It dissipates it and spreads it out. Okay, just like a dam, right? We got Hoover Dam. The water hits a dam, it's going to spread it out. Make sense? Okay, now we take that dam and we make it straight across, or we got a what? A military neck, which is straight across. Now that force hits that military neck, and guess what? It's not dissipated, it's what? Localized. Okay, so now it's all going in one area. Okay, so are you getting it? If our head's back, we got strength and stability. So guess what? You as a player, okay, always need to make sure you keep your head back when you're going into a pile. Okay? Because when your head's back and your shoulder's back, you got stability and strength to withstand any kind of irritation. So you know what? When that big old lineman comes down on you, 350 pounds, and drops his thoracic cage on top of your head, when your curve's up, you got some strength to withstand that. Versus when your head goes down and now he drops on you, you don't have that stability, you don't have the strength, it's not dissipating. Your head's down here, the weight drops on you, boom, snap, right? That actual vertebral body in your neck fractures. Okay? And as soon as it fractures, what are you going to irritate? That neurology, right? Remember, inside that spine is our nerves. Okay? Those nerves are your life force. Okay, so that's why this is so pertinent in regards to making sure they're protecting not so much your osseous or bony structure, but really the essence is the neurology, and the neurology runs your machine, right? It's the coach of your machine. So that's what you want to protect. So again, right, any kind of a pile up or anything, you want your head back, your shoulders back, and the reason is that stress is going to be what? Spread out or localized, right? Remember with a curve, spread out, okay? Curve, spread, okay? Head down, loss of curve, localized, it's not working as a team, only separate members. Now this guy's weak, and guess what? That's when you get an irritation, a fracture, or a subluxation, or misalignment in that structure, okay? And that's when you get what? Stingers, right? Which is you get irritation shooting down into your fingertips, or you get spasms in your trapezius muscles, okay? Or numbness in your fingertips, okay? So that's just a response of what you did mechanically to cause that irritation, okay? So we on the same page here, okay? So you always want to, when you're tackling, you're squaring off, right? You're going to wrap, right? And then you roll your shoulder, and then you put your head in there. So that's the safe way of making a nice, clean tackle. And honestly, you don't have any other option nowadays. Okay? So your playing mechanism is for your safety, and that's really why they're doing what they're doing. I'm here so you can understand a little bit more of why versus just doing it. So you actually have a reason for doing it. Okay, and the reason being is spreading out the tension versus localizing the tension. Spreading out the tension makes you, the player, stronger. Okay, and as a consequence, the stronger you are, the more what? The healthier you're going to be, and the more longevity. Right? So you're playing this sport, and all of a sudden you love this sport, and all of a sudden you're good at this sport. Now the biggest challenge you got is what? Staying healthy. Okay? Injuries are the biggest nemesis to any athlete, right? And this is one of the biggest problems in that cervical or neck area. The more you understand it, the more educated you are as an athlete. The more educated you are, the more you have tools to do what you need to do versus not do what you need to do. And the more tools you have, the healthier you're going to be because you know how to prevent injuries. Okay? Thanks for giving us the time to share with you in regards to ProAct TAC tips for you to be healthy when tackling, and why we're not spearing. And the reason why we're not spearing. Okay? Have fun, enjoy yourself, be safe. Have a great day.